If you guys would like to see a reaction from Vivian for Kantara, the film that had come out before, do let us know in the comments below, and we will make that happen. Ho, ho, ho. Anyway, we're watching Kantara Chapter 1, the trailer. I was a little bit confused by the title initially. I'm like, I thought they came out. Are we on Chapter 2? And so, Kantara Chapter 1, the trailer, with Rishab, Shetty, Rukmini. I don't know which one is the director, because they just put the names across the board. It says written and directed by Rishab Shetty. So there you go. And then the cast... Oh, starring also Rishab Shetty. It's not related to the other one, right?
Yes.
Is this related to the other Kantara movie?
I would imagine so.
Okay, just so you know, Vivian hasn't seen it. So, but...
Okay, I mean, I don't know exactly. It might be a prequel or something.
That's what I thought. Okay, sounds good. Bye-bye. If you guys don't mind, please hit the subscribe button, bell icon, all notifications, and vote this up. Let YouTube know you're enjoying what you're watching. We're gonna jump right into this bad boy. Here we go.
ಅಪ್ಪಯ್ಯ ಇದೇ ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಂತಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾಯ ಆದದ್ದು
ನಮ್ಮ ಹಿರಿಯರೆಲ್ಲ ಇದ್ದದ್ದು ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಅದೊಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ದಂತಕಥೆ
ಎಂತ ದಂತಕಥೆ
ಕಾಣಿಕದ ಕಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಯಾವಾಗೆಲ್ಲ ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಧರ್ಮ ಕಾಪಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಈಶ್ವರ ದೇವರು ಗಣಗಳನ್ನು ಕಳಿಸ್ತಾನೆ ಇರ್ತಾನೆ ಆ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಗಣಗಳು ಬಂದು ನೆಲೆಸಿದ್ದು ಈ ಪುಣ್ಯ ಮಣ್ಣಿನಲ್ಲಿ
Oh, firme. Look at that.
ಅಲ್ಲ
Oh, whoa,
What?
oh. That's crazy.
So
You did the
our
nice
moment.
little matrix there with the rope.
ಯಾಕ ನಗುದು ಅಲ್ಲಿ
That's a word.
ರಾಕ್ಷಸ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ
Oh, what? Damn.
ಕಾಂತಾರದವರು ನಮ್ಮ ಬಂದರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ವ್ಯಾಪಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಇಳಿದಿದ್ರು
We got a lot going on in this
Yeah.
movie. Dude. Whew. And this is just chapter 1.
ನೋಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವು ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀರಿ ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಬರ್ಬೇಕು
Goddess.
ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹತ್ರ ಬಂದದ್ದು
ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಮವರು ಗೊತ್ತಾದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲೇ ಬಂದಿರ್ಬೇಕು
Ooh,
ನಾನು ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಇರೋದು ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ
hot.
ಮೇಲೆ ಕೂರು ಹಾಗೆ ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಉಂಟು ಕುಲಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂಟಿದ ಕಳಂಕವನ್ನು ಕಾಂತರದ ರಕ್ತದಿಂದ
Oh, goodness gracious.
Fire music.
What a shot.
Yes, she fights.
This is so epic. Golly.
Rebirth.
They're not messing around with the action this time around.
I love how it's not just a scream, it's a primordial scream.
ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬಂದದ್ದು ಮಾತ್ರ ಅಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ನೆಲೆಸಿದ್ರು
ಈಗ ಸಹ ಇದ್ದಾರಾ
Hell yeah. Oh! Hello, Shiva. All right. Sold. You said it, epic.
You know what's interesting is it feels so different from the first movie. It takes place in a similar environment, obviously, like it's in a village in the forest and stuff like that. And so the first movie dealt with this sort of area, but obviously this is going further back. And so I'm not going to say anything to give away the first movie.
don't.
But it's just the first film, what I will say is had way less action.
Right.
It was way more like, I've only seen it the one time. And so I only recall so much information. I just remember it kicked off really strong, and then there was a lot of story, and then it had a lot of action to close it out. And so I was like, oh, okay. Like, that's not quite what I was expecting. Here, they're like, oh, we're ramping that action up.
So this is a prequel? Or
Yeah, that's
this is a before?
That's my impression is it's
Okay.
a prequel, yeah.
Well, Humbali Films, I feel like they know their lane very well, and
Yeah.
they just, like, rage through it because we know with KGF and Solar how not only is it visually really just exciting to watch, they have really found a way to keep it beautiful at the same time. To me, it's always so, it's not just like action cool. It's like you feel moved because it's so artistic in the way they do it. They're masterful. And this, like you said, there was so much going on, but you got the story. You got what's happening. You saw the stakes. And I'm like, I'm so amped. Please let me watch it.
No, for sure.
Don't tease me like this.
No, I think
but
that will
the actors
definitely
look like they're gonna deliver in this.
We'll definitely get you to watch the first one that came out, and then this will follow up. Because it's definitely like, it's interesting, like the direction they've taken it, and I'm not mad at it. I think it's cool. But it's leaning more into like, I guess, the actual physical conflict of things and just like the blood and carnage that sort of went on. The thing about it is, sometimes you hear about films over here where, they started production and then like the next day the movie's out. Yeah. They move so quick, right? Whereas like, it feels like with this, they took their time to make sure they got this right. They're like, like the first one was very well received. We want to make sure that the follow-up is going to be just as well received or even more strongly appreciated. And I can see like, in Indian cinema right now, there's like this trend of just like ultra violence. And here it's like, it's doing violence, but it's not being gory about it just for the sake of violence. It's like, no, there's still a story that they're telling here. And so...
Oh, that scene with his face all bloodied up and they're just like, that was like shaking. It made me shake. I was like, what happened? Is it the same people that did the first?
Honestly, it's been a minute since I've watched it, but like I would imagine at least one of them is the same person. I think Rishab Shetty's returned for sure.
I mean like the production people.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rishab
Shetty. Yeah, returning as lead actor, but also directing the prequel. It's like I said, I've only watched it the one time, so I don't remember like who was in it.
This seems really like, I don't know about the first one, but this seems to be really enmeshed with lore and history and religious aspects too.
Yes.
Correct?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was really very apparent from the very last shot.
Like, that's someone we love. So that's cool. I'm excited to see what they pull from that.
Yeah. I always find it fascinating the comfort that Indian filmmakers have with the overlap between religion and filmmaking, I guess, because here it's like that's almost a big no-no, like if it's like Jesus or illusions or whatever, it's like that. Now that's a Christian movie, and that only comes out in Christmas, and that's it. It's a Bible story now. It's not too many that hit big over here. That is just like everyone is into it.
They understand.
Yeah, decades ago we had the Ten Commandments, and then the same story years later from DreamWorks we had Prince of Egypt. Right. And it's not that often that we get religious affiliated stories, but it's like in India you get to have that all the time.
So many.
And it's just like enmeshed with the history or whatever story they've decided to tell here. Yeah. I think it's pretty cool.
And it's this year. It's pretty soon.
Yeah. It also speaks to just like the spirit of the character as well. Yeah. Like, what's
the embodiment of
exactly
their deity. Oh, I'm so excited.
Do you know why the trailers release so close to the release date of the movie?
To get people hyped, so they don't have to wait and forget, because there's so many that come out. So they're like, this is coming, so put it in your calendars.
Well, okay, you remember how I said a moment ago that it seems like here in the States, it seems like production will start and then the movie's out. Well, apparently, like in India, there's a similar thing when they're trying to copy another film.
Oh, yeah.
And so they deliberately put the release date close to, the trailer release close to the release date of the movie.
So no one can make it.
So no one can copy it.
Brilliant.
That's what I've been told. That's my understanding of it.
Brilliant.
So yeah, that's what I'm like, that's shocking, because this is a big deal, but perhaps it's been in the rumor mill for a minute and people have just been anxiously waiting for the trailer. So
I mean, how can you copy this? It's going to be very difficult.
One of my favorite shots was actually the dude jumping over the camera. Because it reminds me of just like stuff I used to think of when I was a kid. Of like what would be a cool shot, It's got a lot of like creative stuff going on.
Yes.
Anyways, you guys, thanks so much for hanging out. Hopefully you enjoyed that. I'm Jaby Vivian. This is
Vivian Day.
Peace out.